Okay guys, so let us take a look at the structure of an HTML document or an HTML page. So an HTML page would look like this, yeah, something like this, yeah, would look like this, yeah. So here we have our HTML page, HTML document, and it is called index.html. Okay, so before we continue, you should note that, yeah, when you are deploying your HTML, your websites, this one, the index.html, it will be the first to load, so it will act as your home page. Okay, you should note that, yeah. You will see that, yeah, when we start working with deployment, yeah. Okay, so an HTML page would look like this, yeah. So it has a Doctype HTML. So this one specifies the document type, which is HTML. Then we have multiple tags. These ones are called tags. These ones, okay, these ones they are called tags. Okay, and they have the opening tag and the closing tag, which is here we have head, which is the opening tag. Oh, let us try with this one. Here we have h1, which is the opening tag, and we have h/h1, okay, and this one is the closing tag. Okay, this one is the opening tag, and this one is the closing tag. Okay, so it would look like this, yeah. And here, in order to run our HTML document, remember we are using VS Code, and we have an extension called Live Server. Okay, so make sure you have that extension, Live Server. Okay, Live Server. Okay, make sure you have it. If you have it, click on the file here, our document index.html. Then right click. Okay, right click. And here you will see an option open with the live server, or you can press Alt L R. You can press this one, this command. Okay, let us click open with live server. Okay, so let us click. Let us wait. It is going to open up our web browser. Okay, so after opening up, are you seeing what we are getting? We are getting these texts. Okay, so we are getting these texts. So that's how we can run our HTML documents using the live server extension. Okay, so this one it will make sure that every time we save our file, this content is going to reload. Okay, it is going to reload. Our website is going to, our web page is going to reload in the browser. Okay. Okay, so that's it. That's how we can use, and that's the simple structure of a HTML or web of a HTML document. So we should be aware of the concept that HTML code is made up of characters that live inside angled brackets, and these are called the HTML elements. And elements are usually made up of two tags, an opening tag and a closing tag, as we have seen. Okay, and the closing tag has an extra forward slash in it, and each HTML element tells the browser something about the information that sits between its opening and closing tag. Okay, so let us take a look at each of these tags, the meaning of each of these tags. Okay, you know, each one has its own specific purpose. Okay, so it has a specific purpose, each of these tags. Okay, so let us take a look at the first one, which is the HTML. This one, the HTML tag. This one. Okay, so it has a opening tag, and here down here it has a closing tag. This one, which has an extra forward slash. Okay, so this one, the HTML tag indicates that anything between it and the group between it, or between these tags is an HTML code. Okay, so that's its purpose. Okay, so and here after the HTML tag we have the body tag. Okay, so let us first skip this head tag. We shall take a look at this head tag. Okay, you know, it has different tags. It has the title tag, it has the meta, this one, the meta, which specifies the character set UTF. We shall see that it even has these ones. Okay, so we are going to see all that. Okay, so we have these ones. We have the head tag. I want to first explain to you these ones, the meaning of these ones that you are seeing. These ones, let me show you this one. Okay, this one. which is the header, what you can see. Okay, so I want to first explain this one, this concept. Okay, so let us see. Let us look at this one. Okay, so the HTML, the body tag, this one, the body tag, this one, the body tag, this one indicates that anything between it and between these, the opening and the closing tag, should be shown inside the main browser window. Okay, inside that main browser. That's why you can see everything between these ones. It's just why you can see only this code. Okay, on the main window of the browser. Okay, so we have another one, this one, the h1 tag, this one, the h1 tag, and this one shows the main heading. This one, it is for main heading. Okay, h1, and this h2, it is for subheading. Okay, and there is also another one which is h3 up to h6. Okay, all those are subheadings, but this one, the h1, it is the main heading. Okay, so we have here, we have this p tag. This p tag, these p tags, these ones indicate that oh, this one, okay, it should had, okay, this one had a forward slash which was missing. Okay, so this p tag, the purpose of this p tag, it just stands for paragraph. Okay, so this one is used for defining paragraphs on a web page. Okay, for designing paragraphs on a web page. Okay, and okay, so the text inside this p tag indicates that this text is in form of a paragraph. Okay, so let's take a look at tags. Okay, and we see all the structure of these tags. Okay, so let's take a look at them. Tags. Okay, so this is a structure of a tag. Here we have a structure of a tag here. So here we are seeing that for example, here we are using a paragraph tag, a p tag. So here the character which is inside these angle brackets, this is an opening tag. The character, this one, the value which is inside, it is referred to as a character. Okay, which is inside these angle brackets, it is referred to as a character. And this one, you know it is the more than sign, which is the right angled bracket. Okay, and this one, it is a left angled bracket. That's what we call it, but it is a less than sign. Okay, so from there we go to the so this is referred to as the opening tag, and the characters in the brackets indicates the tag's purpose. Okay, and for example, in the tags above, the P stands for paragraph. I've talked about that, and the closing tag has a forward slash after the less than symbol. Okay, so let us see it. So this is the closing tag. This one, it is the closing tag. This one, so it has an extra forward slash, okay, symbol. Okay, so this one and this one except apart from the forward slash symbol, the rest is the same. Yeah, looks the same as the closing there, as the opening tag. Okay, so that's the structure of each tag, and the term tag and the element are often used interchangeably. So sometimes you might hear me saying a tag or element. Okay, so don't try to get confused. Okay, don't get confused. They are sometimes used interchangeably, and strictly speaking, however, an element comprises of the opening tag and the closing tag, and any content that lies between them, and any content lies between them. Okay, so that is it. That's the structure of a tag. Okay, in HTML. Okay, so let us go and see. Okay, so before we go to the next step, let us take a look at attributes, and these ones tell us more about elements. Okay, so attributes provide additional information about the contents of an element, and they appear on the opening tag of the element, and they are made up of two parts: a name and a value, separated by an equal sign. Okay, so this one, for example, here we have an attribute name here, which is this one, the lang, and this one specifies the language. Okay, it stands for language. Okay, so this is the attribute name, lang, and this one, there is a attribute value, this one. So this one, it is n and us. Okay, so this is the language for this paragraph. Okay, so this paragraph will be in English. Okay, so the attribute name indicates what kind of extra information you are supplying about the element is content, and it should be written in lowercase, and the value is the information or setting for the attribute, and it should be placed in double quotes. Okay, you should note that. And different attributes can have different values. You should note that different attributes can have different values, and here the attribute is called lang and is used to indicate the language used in this element. Okay, the value of this attribute on this page specified it is US English. Okay, so let us take a look at this one. So here we have another one. This one can be this one FR for flankers or for flankers. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, there are many other different attributes here. Okay, so we shall see them one by one. Okay, in the later videos. Okay, so let us take a look. We are going to take a look at the body tag that I told you that I'm going to explain later. So we are going to take a look at the head. No, not the body tag. We are going to take a look at the head tag and the title and even the meta tag. Okay, and we see what they do. Okay, what they do. Okay, so let us take a look at them. Oh, someone is calling me. Okay, let us take a look at them. Okay, so here we have these tags. We have the head tag. So we have this head tag, and this one appears. So this one appears above the body. So this one contains information about the page. Okay, rather than information that is shown within the main part of the browser window that is highlighted. There when I show you that this information. Okay. So this one, it is used to show to contain the information about the page. Okay, so in between this heading tag, there is the title tag, and this one contains this one the title tag. So the contents of this title tag. So this title element are either shown in the top of the browser above where you usually type in the URL of the page and you want to visit. Okay, that you want to visit. Okay, or on the tab for that page. Okay, if your browser uses tabs to allow you to view multiple pages at the same time. Okay, so here we have another tag inside the head tag, and it is called the meta tag. This meta tag okay, provides metadata about the document, which can be used by search engines, browsers, and other web services. Okay, and the first attribute we have this one, the common one. It is the character, the chassis, which is this one, the chassis, which specifies the character encoding for the document. This and here we are using the encoding, the character encoding, which is UTF-8. Okay, you will see the meaning of this one, this character encoding UTF-8. Okay, when you start working with when you go deep into software engineering, data analysis like that, there you will see that. Another attribute we have inside the meta tag, we have this one, the name, and this one specifies the name of the metadata, such as description, keywords, or author. Okay, those ones. Okay, and we have another one is called the content. This one specifies the value of the metadata. Okay, so this one we can have many. Here we have width of the device width, and here we are using device width, and the initial scale it is 1. Okay, we can have other metadata like other content like we can have HTML there. We can have CSS. We can have CSS there. Okay, we can have different values of the metadata. Okay, so we have also another one. We have also another one, and this one it is called the property. Okay, so let us use even the property. So inside here we can have the property. Let me make another method here. We can have the meta property. This one, meta property. Okay, This one specifies meta property here. This one we can specify, so we can have this attribute property. This one, this property specifies a property for open graph meta data, okay, such as the org title, okay. This one, let us create it. So property equals property, we have the org, then colon, and then the title, okay, title, this one, okay, and even here the description, the description, okay. So you will see this, the meaning of these ones, yeah, when you try to go deep, okay. But in this video I won't go deep. So that's about the heading.